Hello, everyone. Once again, we welcome you to TCC Online. I'm Pastor Harris, and today is part 6, and the title is He is My Everything. And we take a look at 2 scriptures today, 27th chapter of Acts, and verse 22 says, "And now I exhort you to be of good cheer," Paul talking to the 276 sailors on board on the ship in the midst of the storm, "for there shall be no loss of any man's life among you, but of the ship." So this is Paul letting them know in the midst of the insanity, the chaos, the craziness of the storm, we're all going to make it. We're all going to get out of here alive. The ship's going to be tore up, but we're all going to make it. That's in verse 22. Now, I want you to take a look at verse 44. And the end result, here's what it says. "And the rest of them cast into the water, some on boards and some on broken pieces of the ship. And so it came to pass that they all escaped. Everyone lived and made it to land." The ship went down, but the pieces of, shipwreck, and men grabbing hold of things, floating devices, etc., and every man made it. Just like he said, where? In verse 22. So, this lets us know that when God speaks, he has the ability, he has the desire to fulfill his word, to do exactly what he said he was going to do. And when God is your everything, you take great confidence in this. The old saying, God is a God of his word. The old saying, when God makes a promise, you can count on it, okay? You can take it to the bank. God said it, he'll do it. God spoke it, he'll bring it to pass. And here we have verse 22. Okay, hey, the ship's going to be destroyed, but every man, all 276 are going to live. Verse 44, you see the fulfillment of that. Ship's destroyed, every man is alive and makes it to the shore, the land, beach. All right, Christians in your life, grab hold of what God has said. And in the emotional times and in the times where things aren't going well, it will serve us to go back to the basic and ask, what is God saying? And I brought this up last week and want to finish it out now. The importance of knowing what God has said. Okay, we built ministry on this. Okay, and can you imagine 42 years of ministry, chaos, craziness, and mayhem, satanic attacks, and on and on and on. But this is what God said. And just it's kind of humorous now, but here's one when we were preparing to build Winter's Gym. We're talking about there's a vacant lot. And one of the members of the church went out, he looked at the lot, and he came back and he said, the lot's not big enough. You cannot build this gymnasium here. The lot's not big enough. And then he took that and he began to spread it to the members. Okay, the lot's not big enough. And what did that equate to? Okay, what's wrong with Pastor Harris? He bought this lot and he's saying he's going to build a gym, but Brother So-and-so says the lot isn't big enough. So I had the court person that said that, and then all the members of the church rising up in rebellion, believing him, and I'm over here going, but this is what God said. Okay, God said to build a gym here. I even know the name. It's Winter's Gymnasium. So this is what God said. This is what the people are saying. What am I going to believe? Because the people are saying this whole gym thing needs to be scratched because the lot's not big enough. But God said, Terry, build the gymnasium here. Who you going to believe? What did God say? So in the midst of the criticism, the ridicule, and all the crazy verbal attacks, we built Winter's Gym. And next week, we're going to close this series out with the success of what God said. Blessings. You have a great day.